Hello everyone and welcome back to Rebel Brick. Today I've got kind of an exciting little build here. This is actually from, I believe, VIP Bricks. So they do MOC builds. I'm we're doing a role-playing game on the weekends or on Sundays. I put it up, so I wanted to have some buildings that didn't look like my traditional blocky buildings and that, so I was able to pick up this one, and I do have another one to build. That one's going to take a little bit more time. This one I spent a couple hours working on. Again, you know, unlike regular Legos, which I really love to have, you don't have that constant bag 1, bag 2, bag 3. So this is a lot of hunting and pecking, trying to do all these. But this is very reminiscent of what you would have seen in episode, which is now episode 4, A New Hope, Star Wars. This would have been the Owen Farmstead building on the outside. So this is what we would have. We do have some steps that lead down. Has some nice foliage, a couple containers here. This has actually got kind of a base set up, so trying to fit this in, I will have to have some sort of step up for maybe for our role-playing games. Going around, you know, I took a chance on this. This one and the other one I did find on Amazon. So if you're looking for something like this, this is where I found it. I found it on Amazon. I don't remember the cost, but I was blessed to be able to try and swing the cost, so that wasn't an issue for this on this build. I think this was like 35 or 40 bucks. I didn't re-look it up or anything else, but and then there was the other one that I got as well. That was a little bit more expensive. It is a bigger building that I got. When I get that one together, I'll post that one as well. It has a nice view for anyone that wants to see on the inside. I mean, it is more or less just an outside shell. There's not really that much going on in here. So as you can see, it is pretty just open. Not saying I couldn't find some beds or something else to throw in there. We can make that work. These are just solid bricks, so this does not open up to say it's a door. But this does look pretty good. They have set pieces or whatever else for background stuff. It works pretty good. Sitting this on here, that sits in there pretty good. I do have a few leftover pieces, which then makes me scratch my head and say, geesh, did I have everything put in the way I was supposed to? But I did have a couple spares, which I think is pretty typical. Sometimes when you get MOC builds, they expect every piece to be used, so I was a little surprised to see a couple leftover parts here. There again, I also had 1 or 2 pieces where I wasn't certain about, because you're not used to doing stuff in bags. So I believe it is on this side. I have 2 pieces that should have been some different pieces that unfortunately I used down in here, so I switched it out. But if I never told anyone, they probably wouldn't know. You know, it's just some of those things. This is a pretty decent build. Like I said, this was a VIP brick as a MOC build. So it is pretty nice. I do like it. I think it works as a very good set piece. I think my wife is going to be upset because I'm definitely going to have to figure out where I'm going to get more shelves. But you know, it works out really well. It really does. I am very happy with getting this, because now we have something that's just not a standard building I would build, because unfortunately when I do buildings, I am very blocky in so many ways. There's a lot more talented people that when they do this, and I'm going to try and lower this so you can see it more on a level here, trying to get my camera to work this way. I guess even when I do my role-playing games, I do admit that I like staying very blocky with a grid and all that stuff. So to get someone that's got the contoured pieces and all that, you know, I could probably contour stuff. I just don't think about it when I build, and usually I don't have very many spare pieces to do that with. So, you know, it kind of comes down to, if I had the pieces, I think I might use them a little bit more, but I usually don't order them. So that might be something I may have to think about in the future. So I think that's probably something I will have to definitely look into, doing that, so that way we can have, you know, some different shapes and all that stuff. Maybe I can find like 100 pieces of these or something like that, and we can work something out. Because as I'm looking at our Space Force, which I'm hoping to try and get going here today, because you know, if I can get those knocked out, I've got a busy training week this week for work. So if I can get a little ahead of the schedule here today, hopefully I can have a little bit better. Here seems like a little bit better view for you. If I can get a little bit more done today, then hopefully I'll have an easier week, because I have a couple late nights coming up. So with that being said, I thank you so very much for visiting today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and keep working.